No, it's like I could have one drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just enough to loosen up a little bit. You know,
it's gonna definitely like loosen me up. Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Rolling with the Rolling Stoner, chapter 108. I'm here with my special guest, Mr. Meerkat, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming through, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Man, of course. A pillar in the, the art scene out here in Phoenix, Arizona, bro. Like, you got your jewelry and your stoneworks, the wire wrapping. Can you, give the people a quick little bio of, like, what Mr. Meerkat's market is?
Okay, so my art that I like to make is wire wrap jewelry, and so I got started with that about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been living in the downtown art scene for about 6 years. I'm from San Diego originally.
Okay.
So I came out here. My wife's family was living out here, and so we came out here so she could be closer to her sister and family and stuff. And I was just like not feeling San Diego too at the time. So
really,
I was just like,
you wanted to get away from the beach.
The thing is, like, San Diego, it's for me, it was like a difficult place to live just because it's so expensive.
I got you. Yeah.
So you don't really enjoy the
me on
beach that much. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're just grinding. And then you just see all the tourists and people having a great time at the beach, but you're just like working a normal job, and And then I just thought like I could go back. Like I was like kind of wanting to to go somewhere else, just to experience something else. I lived there for 35 years. I lived there my whole life, so it's like.
Okay, so you're born and raised from?
Okay. Yeah, so I did the San Diego thing.
Yeah.
And I actually had come out here for a First Friday like 7 years ago, I believe.
Really?
And I was like, man, I'm really liking what they're doing downtown. Like I saw what direction it was going to. I'm like, this is all going to get gentrified. This is all going to change. This is all going to change. I'm going to catch the end of this like downtown thing, Because I saw it happen in
this is definitely getting gentrified.
Yeah,
right?
well, I saw what happened in downtown San Diego during the 90s, so it reminded me a lot of like how downtown San Diego was in the 90s, and I saw how that changed, and some for the better, some for the worse, and even downtown has changed tremendously in the last few years. Yeah, and it's just cool to be a part of it, and like my favorite thing about downtown Phoenix is a community of people. Yeah. And I feel like that's hard to find. Like in San Diego, you have like different pockets of people, and like you live in like Ocean Beach, or you live in North Park, or you live downtown, or you live in North County or something where it's like you live, and you don't really leave that pocket that much.
That's so true, man. Because in LA, because I'm from Compton, and growing up, until I got to 12th grade, I didn't know anything about South California. I knew, of course, the major cities Long Beach and Inglewood and everything, but I didn't have a wide spectrum of what was around me at all. So I definitely agree with that, man.
LA is definitely a big place like that. Like you have to have a car if you live in LA.
Yeah, straight up.
I've told people you can take the bus in LA. People like, that's a no go, man. It is not
happening.
It's scary, and then you're super slow on top of all that.
Even driving is you ain't guaranteed to make it there on time. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. You'll see something, and you're like, it's right there.
Yeah.
An hour later, you finally make it. You're like, man, I could literally see where I want to go, but it's just not happening.
Hey, that traffic will ruin your whole day, man. I'm telling you. But yeah.
So
You say you came out here 7 years ago to the First Friday.
Yep.
What have you noticed about the First Friday out here in Phoenix, Arizona, from the time you first came out here till this last First Friday that we just had?
It's definitely gotten bigger. It's hard for me to have perspective because I'm always vending in front of buds.
I got you.
I don't really know what's going on besides that little square there.
Yeah.
But I've noticed it's gotten a lot bigger.
Okay.
And there's more food vendors. I think there's just more vendors overall.
I definitely noticed that. Yeah.
It's just more. I think there's more people. It always seemed like a lot of people to me. But I feel like there's more people and there's less gallery spaces. I feel like where there was the firehouse, that whole thing going on. And that was one of the reasons I came out here, because I saw it just seemed like they didn't care what you did here, which was really weird for me. Like San Diego is just a very controlled. People always look at San Diego like it's just really I don't know. It's like that kind of movie idea of what Southern California is.
Oh yeah.
But San Diego's very controlled. place. They don't let you, they're getting their money. You know what I mean? They're not letting you set up.
Yeah,
you
know. you have a permit? Sir?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And then when I came out here, I was like, man, people just seem like they're doing whatever they want to do. And I'm like, that was really appealing to me at the time. And so yeah, I came out here, and then my wife's friends with Greg, who owns Bud's Glass Joint.
Okay.
So I had talked to him before I came, because I really was looking for a job, and he was like, well, we need somebody. And so I was like, oh, I have a job there.
Yeah.
So I went from San Diego to Burning Man to Phoenix. So it was just like, I went and lived at Burning Man for a week. I literally didn't have a home, I was like, I'm going to go live out there for a week and experience that. I had a friend that was was involved in the camp there, and he invited me to come, and I made food. I pretty much worked the whole time. I had a couple days off. Yeah. But I just made food for people the whole time. And
I want to know more about this Burning Man, trip and everything. You said for about a week, but let's go ahead and get into because we still have the music playlist, of course.
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna listen to a couple of upcoming artists. You guys let us know how y'all feel about the music as well. Puff or pass, sip or pour, those are the rules. And yeah, just enjoy yourselves, and we're about to elevate a little bit. In this motherfucker. So let me go ahead and start off with my mantra before we spark this, and then we're gonna jump into our first track. All right. So real quick, we intake this smoke not to abuse, but to heal the body, elevate the mind, uplift and enlighten the soul and spirit, gut, mind, and heart. And so, with that being said, Mr. Meerkat, are you ready for the first track?
Ready. I'm in.
Hell yeah, man. So, let me know how you feel about this, as well as you guys at home. Let us know how y'all feel about the music as well. This first track we're going to jump into is called Blockbuster by Chari Joy featuring Dom Root. Need you guys to let us know how y'all feel about it. Puff or pass, sip or pour. All right? Cheers.
Between savage and what's part of the game. And I pen this verse out loud with a lot on my brain, cause I haven't seen your face since before May. Even though it's just 24 hours, the days seem hella long. Maybe I should call to see what's been going on. Tell me what's a man to do. His heart colder than the brew. Thought I was onto some new shit, but I just end up missing you. And faith led me to you in the first place. Rather a leap or a fall, it was all God's grace. Now we at odds, and I'm trying to find my way to way back. Still got your takes from way back. Maybe I should return that to you, let you know how I feel, let it all out to you, cause things have been real. On this roller coaster we call life, I need more love like I need more light. I promised my mama that my life gon' mean something. You and me together could really be something. My only dream now is that you hit me back. Until that day comes, the memories in my mind steady going.
We should stop fussing and close this Blockbuster. Used to have something that was last summer. You hate the new me and I love the old you. We like new things, my love can't spoil you. We should stop fussing and close this Blockbuster. Used to have something that was last summer. You hate the new me and I love the old you. We like new things, my love can't spoil you.
Hey, I was just calling, hoping that you were gonna answer the phone. Just wanted to hear your voice and tell you good night. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
really cool vibe. I can see like smoking to that or just chilling to that, you know. It's like I like a little bit more upbeat music, but I like that.
Yeah, it was very laid back. Yo, that right there was called Blockbuster by Chari Joy featuring Dom Root. Y'all can go check that out on all platforms. Let us know how y'all feel about the music. You know, puff and pass, sip and pour. Excuse me, thank you, sir. But it is chapter 108. Tonight we got Mr. Meerkat in the building, man. Y'all, Mr. Meerkat, man, out in from San Diego, out here in Phoenix, Arizona. What's the what's one of the things you liked immediately when you came out here to Phoenix? Or what kind of made it like
just the community, really.
Yeah,
like working at Buds, I got to know a lot of people in town, and I got to know a lot of artists, and it was like inspiring to me. Like when I moved out here, all I ever did when I lived in San Diego was play music. Like I just worked and played music, and I produced, and I like wrote an album, and I just like that's all my life revolved around.
Yeah.
And then when
what
I like
genre?
it was like hip hop, but I played guitar, so I had like elements of blues and funk,
and
rock and roll and stuff.
Hey.
You know, like kind of mashed up. But I also like dance music, so I'd add like dance music elements. My brother's a DJ, so like I've been going to raves since I was like 15 and stuff. So I've been going to like festivals.
Mr. Meerkat, yo, we gonna need you to step out, man. Like,
so I've been like involved in that, and like I was like super serious about it, and things I was trying to make. I was like, this is a long time ago now, but like back then it was like about getting signed and going to LA and doing it. So I was like trying to make these EPs and these things to get to people and going to LA. My brother lived in LA at the time, so I was going there and trying to be in that industry. And but I always felt like I was doing it kind of for everyone else in a weird way. Like I wasn't writing. I was trying to write popular music, so I was like trying to write stuff I thought people would like. And at the time, like we were writing this album that was like trying to be like. We wanted it to be like Licensed to Ill or something, so it was like very like around parting. And,
I got you. The turn up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like all about that, which was good at the time because when I was writing an album, I was like an alcoholic. I was drinking vodka and smoking tons of herb, and like, I was living the music, But
you was about that life. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And so so as I like got older, and then I had this like accident probably like 16 years ago where I broke my heel.
Shit.
So I was laid up for a while, for a couple of years. Couldn't work. It was this weird situation where like I'm not as like a church person or like spiritual, like that's I grew up around people like that. Like my grandpa was a pastor and stuff. So, but I was always kind of turned off on that whole like, if you don't believe in our religion, then you're gonna go to hell shit. Like that just always like, even as a kid, I was just like, that don't sound right. You know what I mean? Like that's suspect, with you guys. And so I was always kind of, and so at that point in my life, I was in this like relationship I wasn't super happy in, and I had like 3 jobs. So I was working at a deli in the morning. I was working at a restaurant at night, and then I worked at my friend's bar at night. So
Jamaican bar.
But I was stacking money, at the time. Because my whole goal always has been like save enough money to quit my main gig to do art.
Yeah.
And at the time, that art was the music.
At the time.
Because I want to travel, That's kind of like one of my goals. Like I feel great when I travel, so I want to travel more. So I was just like, well, I'm not rich. How do I do this? So I'll play music and I'll travel around to these shows, and I'll get paid, and at least I'll be able to get to travel and stuff. And so, but I was just on this like grind where I was like miserable, and I had these like a big alcohol problem at the time. I had a big alcohol problem at the time, so I ended up. Like one night, I came home at like 4 a.m, and my girlfriend was asleep, pissed at me, and I wasn't happy, and I was like, man, if there's a God out there, like, if there's something out there, man, I can't change. Like I was like, I'm on this treadmill. I don't have the time to even like think about changing my lifestyle or like. But I knew like I wasn't happy, But I'm like, man, if there's something out there, I need help. Don't have the lifeline. Like, come on, man. Like,
hey, somebody.
Yeah.
If there's me on the back, man, I need that.
Yeah. So next day, I fall and break my heel. I'm in the hospital, and I just had this overwhelming feeling. Like I'm like, oh my God, did they hear me or something? Like, is there a guy? Like, I don't know. Like, it just had this weird like.
It's crazy how that shit works.
Like
man.
Spiritual feeling where I was like, I felt connected to something, and I don't know what it is. I don't like to put names like, oh, it's God or whatever. I don't know. I just felt connected to something,
God,
like there was something else going on that I wasn't
universe,
in on, like there was a bigger picture or something, and so that just started this whole thing, and I ended up like, my dad has diabetes, and I started feeling sick,
Yeah.
At that point, because I wasn't doing all the things I was supposed to do, like heal and stuff. So I was like drinking still and like on the pain meds and stuff. So I ended up having like these blood sugar problems. And so like I ended up like finally kind of getting the bet where I can get a place again, because I went from like 3 jobs to like living at my mom's, and I ended that relationship. So I was just like down in the dumps, you know. Like
I feel you, man. You just wanted to
I was hurt.
Rock bottom.
Yeah, pretty much just rock bottomed, you know. And
I feel you, man.
so I got healthy enough to get in a place again with a friend, and I happened just to move into somebody who was about natural health at the time. Yeah. My friend Javier, he's a really cool dude. We used to make music together.
Is this where you start to get into like you know, gems and different crystals and wire wrapping?
Not at the time. Okay. I actually had got into like natural health and herbalism, so like making tinctures and teas. And, and I was working in an office at the time, so I had this like pretty decent office job. I mean, for me, it was like the most money I ever made. Nice. But it sucked. You know? It was just soul crushing, and I had to smoke so much herb. Like all the money I made, I just like
going to herb.
Yeah, it wasn't like I was really making money, because all my addictions and everything were like I had to like offset the fact that I was working those jobs. So I wasn't. So I ended up getting into natural health and herbalism. I went to herb school, this school called Self Heal School of Herbalism in Ocean Beach, taught by this guy John Finch, and I just got super interested in that. And I started making chocolate, and I was doing like these chocolate like events and stuff, and making elixirs for people.
Holy shit!
And,
hold on.
So I got super into this, you know.
Hold on. So you know how to make chocolate. You know how to make different tinctures of
medicinal herbs.
Yeah.
Tonic herbs.
Oh, no.
So I went to school. Yeah, so I went to school for like 3 years, I think, or something, like getting my little like herbalism certificate. And I was like making chocolate, and I was like, oh, I'll make a business out of this. And I had like a little online, I had a website and stuff at one point, and we were like partners with it was like me, my wife, and my friend Javier. We had this little business. I was trying to do it, but it wasn't like really working out as far as like the money side. Like I really liked it, and I just wasn't able to make like any money doing it. But I like loved it. I do these chocolate parties. I would just like break even, or I would do classes and like with all the supplies. I mean, I would just like break even, but I love doing it, you know. Yeah. So I was like, well, I just got to a point where I wasn't really surviving in San Diego. So I moved out here. I got that job at Buzz. I went to Burning Man. I came out here, and I was probably just working. I did this thing where it was like the path of least resistance, you know, where I was just like, I'm just going to work for my friend Greg and try to help him out with his business, and not really think about my stuff. Because all I ever did, you know, was just this music grind and always focused on it. And I was just like, man, I feel like I need to change or something. Like, I was like, maybe music isn't like, maybe I want to do it for a hobby and not for a career. And same thing with the herbalism.
It really started hitting you at that point. Like,
I was like, I want to do this for a hobby and not a career. And so I was working at Buzz. And then about 2015, I went to Gem and Jam Music Festival. And I had bought like maybe 6 months or so, 3 months before that, I had started buying all these crystals from this homeless dude that's downtown. He started showing up and be like, I'll trade you this box of crystals for this like cigarettes and tobacco. So I was just like, whatever, dude. Like, I just started giving him money. And I started buying all these. People were like, man, where are you getting all these crystals? Like, I had like crates full, you know, in my house. I had them all over my house and stuff, and it was getting all, I started having crazy dreams and stuff. And I'm like, something's going on with having all these crystals in my house. I don't know what, but
these like, shits is actually doing a lot.
And so,
did you know much about like different like crystal properties and like, you know, like you didn't know much?
I collected rocks when I was a kid, and I've always kind of had that thing where like they're just cool earth treasures, you know, like they're badass treasures that come from the earth. You know? Like if they heal you or do whatever, like that's cool too. I'm like open to that information, but it's not something that I like was really that into. You know, I just think they're cool. You know, you know, and I'm like, I'll read about the properties, and I'm like, that's I'm open to it. You know, I'm open minded to it, but it's not something that like I'm all like spewing all the time and talking about. You know,
no,
I think it's interesting. You know.
I kind of feel the same with you, Greg. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I'm drawn to the stone, I'm like, for sure. And then if it does have like, you know, some type of power, I'm like, oh, okay, that's dope. But like, I just like it, like, you know what I mean? But I definitely feel that, yo. So you said you went to Burning Man.
Yeah.
You know, during this you know, whole like, you know, self revelation and everything. Like, you know, what was Burning? Because like when you hear about Burning Man, when you hear the name, it's like this fucking insane like festival. You trapped out there for like, you know, at least minimal 3 days, like, you know what I mean? It's like you gotta have your survival kit, or you're not gonna like, you know what I mean? Like, so can you like kind of break down what like Burning Man was like?
Yeah, so like I had been in the festival scene, like my brother being a DJ.
Yeah.
Like I've been in that scene, but I've never been like the Burning Man or been kind of like in that culture. So kind of didn't know what to expect. In my head, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bunch of hippies out there all partying or something, you know? Like I didn't really know what to expect, and then I got there, and then I was like, holy moly, this is like a real city. When I was there was like 70,000 people there.
Oh shit!
So you got cool people, you got lame people, you got rich people, you got poor people, you got hippies, you got hipsters, like you got city, it's like a real city, you know. You got so I was just like, oh, this is a lot different than I thought. And then the people, like, really what inspired me there was the art.
Really?
Like, it was like the first time I'd been introduced to this dude, Andrew Jones, and like I knew a little bit about Alex Gray, but I'd never seen any of his paintings like up close. And so when I went out there, they had this camp where they had a whole art gallery set up out in the desert, you know. So I went in there and I was like, holy moly, I feel like I'm in like the baddest ass museum. Yeah. Just looking at this visionary art, like this, I was just blown away by seeing like real huge paintings and like just super, and then all the art projects that people did and all the different art cars. I was like, man, people spend this whole year just planning these little things
just for this,
and they bring semi trucks, and all the amount of effort that goes into it is just like amazing, you know. You
said it's a whole city, man. It's like, and it goes for what, 2 weeks or something like that?
It goes for a week.
For just a week?
Yeah, it's a week long. Man. So yeah, and it's definitely like survival. Like I remember I told my friend when I got out there, I'm like, I'm pretty sure they filmed the moon landing out here because it's like you don't see no trees. Like it looks like you're on the moon, you know?
It's deserted than a motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's just dusty.
Like I was about to say, they talk about the sandstorms and everything. Did you experience
a little bit? But it wasn't that bad when I was there.
Cause they be talking about like it'd be like Mad Max and shit. Like
it definitely is. Like, you definitely want to have like stuff to like breathe through and like, and then you ride bikes everywhere, which is really fun.
Oh shit!
You know, it's really like it's a big place, and I remember just looking out in the playa or whatever they call it, and I looked out there and there was just 70,000 people, just lights and partying, and it was just amazing. I was like, man, this is like an experience. So like, if anybody has a chance to do this and it is like in your flow, I would definitely like suggest it.
Go to Burning Man.
Yeah. And then all the people you connect with there, you know, because you're like, it was weird to be around. Okay, 2 things that was like a trip. It was that I didn't have a wallet or keys for a week in my pocket, and I didn't look in the mirror because you don't give a shit when you're out there. You're just like. You're just dusty, and everyone looks all dusty and beat, you know? Like
when you look back in the mirror, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it was weird. I never realized how much I look in the mirror, and then also how much I always have something in my pocket.
Yeah,
always have keys, a wallet.
Damn, you never think.
And it needed. You don't. There's no money there really. Yeah. You can only buy stuff from the center camp, but mostly everybody just like trades stuff and gives it to you. And it was weird about being around that many people in a good mood. It's like when I got back to not real life, but when I got back to the city or whatever, it was like I'm trying to talk to people like you're still in the Burning Man mode, where you're just like,
fuck you.
I don't know. It's just weird being around because everyone goes out there to have a good time and to party and do whatever they like to do. Like not everybody parties there, you know, but good majority of people are drinking and just having a good time. And it's just weird to be around. Almost
come back to like just the strangest mood. Yeah, it was
only place that's similar in that way I feel like that I've been to is where people are like, hey, they'll talk to you though.
I knew you was gonna say Vegas,
you know, because most people are drunk, so it breaks down that barrier, you know, where people will actually talk to you.
Vegas is wild. I don't know, man. I don't know. Vegas is its own beast. Well, I've never been to Burning Man, so I can't really say, but Vegas is its own beast to me. But
it is.
I don't know.
It's like it's like the exaggeration of everything that's kind of like wrong in our culture, and then it's just like magnified. You know, when you're there, it's crazy.
Oh shit, yo, man, we got Mr. Meerkat in the building, man. Chapter 108, man. Yo, dope as fuck, man.
108. Yeah, man. It's a good number for me. It's like my number.
Hey, thank you. Really?
Yeah. That's like my number.
Tell me about this, man. 108.
Oh, my birthday is on the 8th, so I just always like.
Hey, you know, okay.
Yeah, March 8th. So like that's my.
That's my number shit right there. Yeah, man. That's cool. Man, so yo, we hope you guys are enjoying yourselves at back home. We're a little elevated. I am
feeling great.
Yo, man, he brought some kombucha through. Yeah. Is it cool if we share?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
it's one of my good friends' company.
Booch Craft, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? 7% alcohol content.
And kombucha. I believe it's gluten free, organic.
And it's gluten free for all y'all out there. You know what I'm saying?
You got that going on?
What? Hey, man, I'm gonna need some more of this, yo. I need to talk to your boy. But yo, like I said, chapter 108, Rolling with the Rolling Stoner. We need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Let people know what's going down out here in Phoenix, Arizona. We're about to go ahead and jump into another track from another upcoming artist. This is called Foreigner by Banq Fortune. You guys let us know how y'all feel. Puff or pass, sip or pour, alright? Cheer.
You're a foreigner, I know you, but we become distant memories. I'm a foreigner, not an earthling. I promise my people only come in peace. Vision is blurry, the spaceship is swerving. I almost ran into a shooting star. Give a little bit and take a lot. Regardless, still in love with who you are, because I'm giving every single thing I got. If time is money, then the money's gone, and the present moment is a holy spot. Man, Jesus, Buddha, and Allah all reside inside me at the same time. Give an inch, a nigga, take a mile. Humorous because you funny style, and it's been a while, cause I'm back in town, and I'm only here to see you smile. A couple reasons we just sit in silence, cause I'm dreaming of beamers and dripping diamonds. Pretty Puerto Ricans on an empty island, and she wildin' cause she put the pussy on my eyelids. Now I see the future, me and you supposed to be the future. It's a cloud life, I'm a stormtrooper, so I see you through it. It's a spaceship, never been a Buick. Riding with the doors wide open. Mind gone, different time zone, but I'm still patient. Love them even though they still hating. Even Satan used to be an angel, now I channel anger in the happy places. Gotta make it happen for my people, dog. Feeling froggy, you can leap, dog. Nothing but space and some opportunity, so do what you said you gon' do to me, cause I be speaking that poetry fluidly, feeling like I got immunity. Foreigner, I know you, but we become distant memories. I'm a foreigner, not an earthling. I promise my people only come in peace. Wrong turn around, Saturn's rings. Now I'm bending corners back to better things. And because of the retros in 8th grade, I remember pain that I couldn't tame. Grew up like I was a prodigy. Follow me, probably feeling like you won the lottery. Gotta be Banq Fortune. I'ma need all my percentages. Dinner magnificent, lobster and shrimp with the ladies and gentlemen. Grateful cause this is a once in a lifetime. Let's toast to the good life now. Penny pinching to a nice dime, and she 5'5" with some thick thighs. In her mind's eye, be on cloud 9. Slide right inside it with a spaceship on autopilot. Drink and drive it, then I lick it, and she get that pussy poppin'. Little nebula right on the clitoris. Give it a stroke and she travel dimensions. What's written is written, but we got a blank page. Day and age of a mental slave. Haterade for the shady days. Plenty problems, got a lot of solutions. Procrastinating, ain't got time to waste. In the hammock drinking lemonade. When I lay up, I just floating through the waves. My soul let go through space, and my mind needs to unwind, but my time isn't in place, so confined, ain't no escape. I am blind to my own fate. I don't know. You're a foreigner, but we become distant memories.
some people be eating me up. I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Yeah.
Hey,
what is the art? You know.
Yeah.
It's like subjective, really.
That's what I'm saying. You just gotta put it out there and like see somebody gonna like it. But I hope you guys enjoyed that track right there. That was called Foreigner by my man Banq Fortune. You know what I'm saying? He's in New York right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your boy. You know what I'm saying? Stay up out there. But yeah, man.
Banq Fortune?
Banq Fortune.
That's a tight name.
Yeah, I know it is though. I ain't gonna lie.
Like
BANQ. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
FORNTUNE. But yeah, man. Go check him out on all platforms if you enjoyed that track. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what's happening. You know, go support your upcoming artists. You know, chapter 108. We got Mr. Meerkat in the building, man. I got some random questions I want to ask you in a little bit.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask you, Mr. Meerkat, where did this name come from, man? Like,
actually, it's kind of almost cliche, but when I was at Burning Man, this girl's like, "You look like a meerkat," and she just like started calling me that. And so like when you're out there, you know, you'll get little names, but you can't pick your name.
You can't be mad. Like,
you can't pick your name.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something that just like pops up and it sticks. You know, and for some reason, I had this old persona, like my rap persona was the MYK, and I was
were you clean shaved at the time?
I was, I think. I don't think I had a beard until I came out here.
Okay.
So I had this persona, the MYK. And it was like Mike, you know. When I was in third grade, I spelled my name. I was dyslexic, you know, so I had like really like learning to spell. So my name's Michael, and I was like, it's a million letters when I was in third grade, and I'm like, this is the hardest name, you know. So I just was like, one day I was like, oh, MYK, that's Mike, and I wrote it on my paper, and then my teacher was like, that's not your name, you know. You can't be doing that. You can't just be changing your name up. You can't just be changing your name up and stuff. So I was like all bitter about it, you know.
I'm a rapper.
So yeah, when I was like trying to like come up with a rap name, I was like, you know what, screw that lady, you know. You know, I'm gonna do the MYK, you know. And it was like that was my whole persona, like was this rap character. And so when I went to Burning Man, I was kind of like done with that. Yeah, it just wasn't me anymore, and I wanted to write. I just realized for me it was like words were so powerful, and this like music I wasn't putting out wasn't like didn't have a positive message necessarily. Like some of it was, but I just like wasn't really feeling in line with it. Yeah. So we went out there. Just like burned it all down, that persona, and when the man went up, I just took it like literal for my life.
Like,
I was like, that's
done. Done with that persona. Let that burn with the.
And I left with the Meerkat, and then the Mr. Meerkat thing came out because I wanted to buy the .com when I started my business. And I was like, oh, meerkatmarket.com is taken. I was like, what about Mr. Meerkat? And then I became Mr. Meerkat. Yeah.
Holy shit! Okay, Mr. Meerkat, man. So how long ago was that Burning Man?
That was 2013.
2013. Okay.
So whatever.
So about 7 years ago.
7 years, yeah.
7
years, yeah. I think it was August.
Damn, man, Mr. Meerkat. Okay, that's crazy, man.
I just rolled with it. Yeah. It just popped up, and I was like, all right, I'm cool with that. You know,
I like that. Yeah. I mean, it works though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a very like, you know, noticeable like name. You know what I mean? It's catchy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I like the market thing because like I don't just sell like my art, but I also sell like other things, import stuff. I just whatever I can find that I like. I think it's cool.
That's what I wanted to kind of get into, man, because it's like I know you do your wire wrapping and everything, but yeah, you do so much more with the whole shop and everything, man. So yeah, can you elaborate, you know, a little bit more?
The idea I had was I wanted to work at festivals, you know, and so I wanted to have a little booth and stuff, and I wanted to bring like kind of like a psychedelic 7-Eleven or something, or like a head shop sort of, with the jewelry and with everything together. The jewelry actually kind of came later. I had just came up with the idea for the market, and I was just kind of trying to figure it out.
Oh, really?
And I was working for Greg at the head shop and stuff, so I was like learning about that industry, and I was like, oh, I'm liking this, and I just wanted to like work festivals, you know. So then like how it happened was I went to Gem and Jam in 2015. So like for a couple years I wasn't really doing anything. I was just kind of like path of least resistance, working for my friend, not thinking about too much about art or anything, but just feeling like I need some way to be creative because that's just who I am, you know. And so when I went to Gem and Jam, I just met a bunch of these creative people that had this like wire wrap hustle thing going on. I was like, wow, what's going on with all this? Like, I didn't even know about all this. And I had all these crystals, so I was like, oh, I can make stuff with these.
This shit makes sense. Like, yeah.
And there were so many people, and they were all waking up early in the morning and putting their tables out, and putting all their like jewelry out that they made. And I'm like, man, I'm in love with this. I don't know what it is about this, but I'm gonna do this. This was like decided when I was there, and that took me about another year before like I actually got it up and running and was like serious about it. And it's kind of weird how it happened, because I was like, I want to. Maybe this is my lane for starting a business, and I like started doing it and was like having good responses, and then I was living on like 3rd Ave and McKinley downtown, and I looked at my wife one day. I was like, man, I really want to move to 5th Street, and I want to have a store where I like live in there, but then have a store, and I could like do my thing. I'm like, that sounds crazy, right? I was like telling my wife, like, sounds crazy, right? I was like, we don't have the money for that or whatever. I was like, but somebody's got to help out an artist. It's like, it's the art district. You got to have artists, right? Like, there's got to be a place for me, you know? And so I got on Craigslist, and I found this place. And I remember I was like, oh, man, I thought it was this other place, but then I, like, figured out where it was, and I was like, oh, it's, like, a little bit off 5th Street, but it's, like, still in the art district. And, they, you know, when I, like, had talked to them, they said I could do whatever I wanted there, basically. Like, you can have a store, you can just live there and have a store. I was like, that's crazy, you know?
Hell yeah. So where is this shop located again?
So we're on 1026 North 5th Street. So I'm just north of Roosevelt on the other side of the Broadstone. There's like 4 little places, and I'm on the corner one. Okay.
And it's north, on the north side?
Yeah, the north side of 5th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, just on the other side of Broadstone.
Yeah, man. Damn, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah,
I said it, and then like a month later it happened.
Manifested, man.
Yeah, and by March I was living there.
Yeah.
And by March, like, it took about 3 months for me to move in and everything. I had like gave them all my money that I had like built up from like my Instagram, selling stuff on Instagram and stuff. And I was like, oh man, this is crazy. Like, I did not plan on having this store, you know. Like, now I got to figure this out, you know. Like, and so I like racked my brain on how to like make it. And I was like, man, I'm gonna buy some sheets, and then I bought some racks, and like I don't know. I just at first it was real budget. Like everything was all mismatched, and I was like, I'm not super happy with this, but this is what I got, you know. We'll just try to make it work, you know. And then about like I don't know, 6-8 months later, I like bought some racks and some like black sheets and stuff to try to make it like a theater in the round almost or something. That was like my idea. I was like, oh, I'll just put a black sheet. So like, and it worked. Yeah, I made a little store in the front of my place. It was interesting at first because I'm like pretty introverted, so I was like, oh, many people in my house. Like this is, and I don't know anybody else is doing it like that. Like I don't know anybody that lives in a store, so it's like I didn't really have anywhere like who can I look towards that I know it's doing this? I know it's like that. It's like in Mexico. My dad lives in Mexico and stuff.
For real?
Yeah, and so yeah, so my dad's half Mexican, and he lives in Tijuana with his new wife and stuff.
Oh and, shit, that's crazy.
So I've been going over there my whole life. That's the only thing I could think of. Like when you go down there, people always have these little businesses, like in their house. You know, like in the front they'll have like a little thing they'll sell. Like in the neighborhood and stuff.
The back is like, all right, that's where everything is.
It's a thin sheet between me and like my life and my store, which is like at first it was weird, but now I'm like getting really like the more I like get into it, and I keep it pretty chill. Like I'm only really like lately I've only been open on Sundays, you know. Like if people want to come through, make an appointment or something, I'm always cool. Like just hit me up on Instagram. If you want to come check out the store, I'll open it whenever. But like I try to keep it like pretty chill because it could like be stressful for you. Like, I have a wife, Nikki. You know, so.
Yeah.
She's the other half. She's Miss Meerkat, so she
kids,
does. No kids, just me and her. Okay. We've been together for like 13 years.
Nice. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you. We're married for the last 4, and she's the other half of the whole business. And
that's what's up, man.
She's the office side of it. She keeps everything all on point.
Yeah, man. Hey, women are.
I suck at
best. They are the best and the worst sometimes. But like, you know what I mean. But yeah, they are like they're great at that. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah. She's like one of my big inspirations for wanting to do the business is so we could spend more time together and travel together and just be together, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I want to spend time with the person I'm married. You know, she works at Bitter and Twisted as a cocktail waitress. So she's been doing that for like 5 years.
Bitters and Twisted? I'm guessing that's a bar.
Yeah, it's a bar. It's a cocktail bar. So they make like craft cocktails downtown.
Okay.
Yeah, really good drinks and stuff. If you ever want to go like have a good cocktail, proper cocktail, it's like the place you would go. You know?
Hey, I'm gonna step out there. Hey, be on the lookout for your boy Fransisco. I'll be over there. Man, for real. But yo, hey man, Mr. Meerkat, thank you for joining the awesome. Rolling with the Rolling Stoner tonight, man. We're gonna jump into another track, and then of course I got some random questions I wanna ask you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And then
I got some questions for you.
Oh shit. Oh damn, this is the first. Hell yeah. So, yo, hey, chapter 108, man. I hope you guys are vibing out, man. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and elevating yourselves with your boy. We're going to jump back into this playlist right now. This next track is called Out the Mud by my man Kap Peezy. I was going to play another track, but like I'm going to play this one first.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys let me know how y'all feel about it. Puff and pass, sip and pour, all right?
We been swerving in that coupe, and now we stand up in your group.
That's 100 points.
Whoa, 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 we didn't got it from the bottom, and we on full throttle. Whoa, yeah, we got it from the bottom, full. Yeah, I done got it out the mud. We was whipping Crusoe through the city for some cake. Gotta get it every day. I done came up from the bottom where my people stay been slain. And my tears are full of pain. I've been sipping for the A. Know my baby mama full of all the games that we play. I'm just trying to show her greatness if she rides beneath the waves. Music be my crave. Multi-body fade. Yeah, I'm anti-social cause they let him play them games. We was in them trenches trying to get it off the list. It got hot, we put sticks. Get that fuck nigga the bitch. He was in the kitchen, whipping dope up in them pictures. Serving things at the window, gotta get it how it is. I got so much drama, it be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Baby got the stank and I eat my pain through the blow. We was in the spot, always came up with a plot. On the dope man's trap, or an easy pawn shot. I'm the truth, but all my kids, they gon' be proud of me. I got 6 kids, I let them all, they got so fond of me. I'm like the edge of the cane, I'm way too solid from this. I came from nothing, I can't cope with all this bullshit on hit. I done got it out the mud. We was whipping Crusoe through the city for some cake. Gotta get it every day. I done came up from the bottom where my peeps stay been slain. And my tears are full of pain. I've been sipping for the A. Know my baby mama full of all the games that we play. I'm just trying to show her greatness if she rides with me through waves. Music be my crave. Multi-body fade. Yeah, I'm anti-social cause they let him play them games. Yeah, I done got it out the mud. This pain I eat with some Henny and some bud. If for these fuck niggas, they ain't with the phone. They all the front, they ain't gripping up out the trunk. That big boy shit, that came a song. We was in the coupe, snatching down the brick, trying to get rich, all up on the shit. We was all up on the tearing down the shit, shooting up the worst thing in the mix. We was all hungry, whipping up the mix, trying to get it dinner, spinning from the brick. Ain't no telling when a nigga finna break it. I might roll the smooth, stuck up in the mix. No, we came strong in that coupe. No, we came down for that swoop. Yeah. I done got it out the mud. We was whipping Crusoe through the city for some cake. Gotta get it every day. I done came up from the bottom where my peeps stay been slain. And my tears are full of pain. I've been sipping for the A. Know my baby mama full of all the games that we play. I'm just trying to show her greatness if she rides with me through waves. Music be my crave. Multi-body fade. Yeah, I'm anti-social cause they let him play them games. Let him play the fucking game. Let him play the fucking game. Let him play the fucking game.
That sounds like
some
people that are younger than me that would like it.
Yeah.
Like, I see the appeal of it. It's not like something that I super dig.
I feel you.
But that doesn't mean it wouldn't be popular or like popping.
Yeah.
And if I listened to it a lot more,
yeah,
I probably would end up liking it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I think that it has that appeal, and
it sounds professional. Like I can hear that on the radio popping, you know? Like,
yeah.
I think
Kap Peezy is pretty hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he already know I like fuck with his music. Him and Rich Hefner, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all doing your thing. Puff Pass. That was called Out the Mud though by my man Kap Peezy, yo. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh man, Mr. Meerkat in the building, man. Chapter 108. Yo, appreciate you once again.
So I wanted to give you a gift. I brought a gift for you. So
is it
stuff in there?
Okay, I'm gonna say, oh shit, oh man, hey,
so, I appreciate you letting me come on here, and I'm gonna bring you a little sample of what I do.
Did it.
So
CBD flower.
Yeah, so that's some hemp flower.
Okay.
That I like wholesale.
Mr. Meerkat, let me see if I can get it in the. Can y'all read it? Hey, there we go. Yeah.
So yeah, then Buds has that. Both the Buds locations have the CBD flower. I don't sell it in the shop, but I sell it to like 2 shops. You know, I'm just like buy CBD flower and distribute it. You know.
Yeah.
But it's been cool. I like the CBD flower, especially during the day.
Man.
It's nice, like when I don't really want to be high,
It's
I want to smoke something.
Oh man, I'm like, yo, because I've been working out too. Like, or I've been working out lately. So let's just,
I need to do that.
I just like, and it's not even a New Year's resolution because I started before the New Year's.
All right.
But anyway, like I just been working out lately, and like, oh my gosh, them first couple of days or like the first week,
it's rough.
Man, yeah, it's like I gotta, yeah. So that is definitely gonna help. I
nice.
Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Man. Thank you.
Yeah, you got a little crystal, and some sage, and some Apollo in there.
What kind
of quartz?
This is a quartz, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, came through, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Sage, Palo Santo. Man, thank you, man.
Yeah, little box to put your goodies in.
Oh, man. Hey, Andy, give me the box. Oh, this is dope, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Bring a little sample of what I do.
Man, yo, Mr. Meerkat, man. Came through.
I love giving.
Came through with some gifts, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Christmas just passed, too. Hey, thank you. But, we got some random stoner questions that we're going to ask my man, Mr. Meerkat. You said you watched a couple episodes. So I don't know. You may have heard some of these questions before. But, you know, I still would love to hear your opinion, man. So, this first question I like to ask. I want to switch it up, though. There we go. Sorry. This one is, would you rather have to wax or pluck a nose hair or an armpit hair?
I don't know. I've never plucked an armpit hair, so I don't know what the I plucked a nose hair before, so yeah. I know what that feels like, and it sucks. I don't know. Maybe an armpit hair, just because I've never experienced it, so I don't know how bad it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Have you ever had like I don't know, like a rash or anything? From deodorant or something?
Yeah, like sometimes the deodorant, like I definitely use all natural deodorant because the other ones like get irritated and shit.
Like,
sucks.
God damn, like what the fuck is
going
on? Yeah.
I'm really sensitive to like soaps and stuff. Like when I was a kid, I would get like really bad rashes, so I use like normal. So I always had to get like hippie soap and stuff. You know.
I got you. These questions are a little morbid this week. It looks like. All right, I ain't gonna say morbid, but like they're little. This one says, would you rather have no one show up to your funeral or to your wedding?
I guess funeral, because he ain't going to be there.
But you would be upset about the funeral, or you'd be upset more so about the wedding?
So which one I'd rather be more sad about? I guess your wedding, you know, because that's like something that's like in your, you know what I mean? If your dad died, I don't know how much
you're actually in the living. It's like, yo, I'm gonna see you after this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like my funeral though. Like,
you want people to show up?
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, man, like, hey, I ain't mean nothing to you, bro. Like, come on, man, I ain't mean nothing. Hunting all y'all motherfuckers. For real. This next question says, would you rather have, a wet sock, a constant wet sock, or a constant a little pebble in your shoe?
Oh man, I did hear this question. I guess the pebble, because I could deal with that. The wet sock, I don't think I could just have a meltdown with the wet sock. I think, you know, I just feel like can't live like this. Rock, I've had a rock in my shoe. It sucks, but I think I can deal with it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You just gotta walk on the side of your foot.
Yeah,
that wet sock, you not avoiding that.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
You know your shoes is like squeaking and shit.
Yeah. Can't live like that.
Yeah, man, for real. All right. This next question says, no, I'm not gonna ask that one. One of my favorites. Would you rather be able to read people's minds or be able to see through walls?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to read people's minds. That might get dicey. Right?
Yeah. I agree.
And also seeing through people's walls might be lame. It depends if I can can I turn on the power or do I have to? Do I just see through all walls always?
No. It's like more so when you come in a certain distance, like from a person or the place. Like when you get close enough to the place, you just it's like God damn, I did not mean to see that shit.
Initially, my first thing is, of course, read minds, Yeah. But then the logic side of my brain goes in, what are people saying lame stuff about you all the time?
All the time.
That would just be rough. After a while, you feel all bad about yourself or something, Man, I feel like that would be one of those powers that would be a curse,
Yeah, I feel the same.
I'll pick the wall. I'll pick the walls.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. It's just look how bad the internet is. You know what I mean? It's just now you're able to
unfiltered
instead of waiting for the internet, now you get to see exactly how they feel, man. So it's definitely see through walls, man. All right. This one says, would you rather be able to rewind to a previous life, having the same knowledge you have now, or fast forward to a future life where you are substantially wealthy, I guess?
Future. Yeah.
Okay.
Just because the future is interesting.
Yeah.
I was thinking about back in the day, people thought we'd be like George Jetson right now. It's the future's never as technology advanced as you think it's going to be, I think. But at the same time, there's been huge advancements, especially in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
The phone thing is just off the charts crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, my question's
the phone thing. Yeah, it's just our lives got so complicated we needed a second brain to remember everything,
Yeah, which is fucked up, though. When you think about it,
I think it's awesome. I mean, for me, being dyslexic and having a learning disability, it's it does all the things I suck at. It spells. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid and computers started getting big, I was I feel like they made them for me or something. This is awesome. It helped me do spell check and all the stuff I just really am lame at. It's it's perfect for me. I love technology. I love being able to connect with people. It's just this. I don't look at it as good or bad. It's just a tool.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Definitely. Yeah. All right. Last two questions. This one is a bit morbid as well. What is one body part on your body that you could do without? Last time I asked this question, they was oh man, if my girl had to go without an eye, I'm like, no, bro, it's not your girl, man, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up, bro. You just sacrifice some motherfuckers. But yeah, so what is one body part that you would be able to do without? And it can't be a fingernail, an eyebrow, you know what I'm saying, an earlobe. It has to be.
I think initially, it's a finger because you have your other hand, I guess.
Yeah.
But then, people have lost their ear. That'd be kind of a weird one. You're trying to wear beanies all the time or something.
Man, headphones and shit everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? Why he always listen?
Definitely not an arm or a leg or a foot. Hurting my foot was one of those things where I never realized how important your foot was until I couldn't use it no more. Man. And then I was like, oh, this is not cool.
Yeah.
Not being able to walk limping all the time and stuff. That wasn't. Or people are get a cane. I'm like, man, cane's only cool when you don't need one. Cane's cool when you're flexing with your cane, but when you need a cane, especially you're I think I was 27 when that happened. I don't want a cane. I'll just limp till it gets better.
Oh, that's hilarious as fuck, man. But when you need a cane, man, that shit sucks, yo. Man, oh man. Alright, yo, let me see here. Alright. This next question says, what is the closest thing to real magic that you either seen or experienced?
Okay.
Very good question.
I met somebody they go by Beyonder, which is a super comic booky thing. Mm-hmm. And I saw this guy harnesses chi to the point where there was electricity coming out of his hands. And it sounds crazy when I say it, that doesn't sound real, but I saw it. So that was the closest thing where my mind had he's actually a friend of mine. And at first I was what is, at first I didn't know what he was doing. The first time I saw him, he had a stick in his hand. There was blue light coming up in the stick, and he was touching this leaf, and the leaf was kind of catching on fire. And I was
Hey.
It confused me at first because I'm like, what's the trick? Is this a magic? Is this like, what is he doing? And then I got to know him and I'm like, oh, it's this weird like chi thing. He said he learned how to do it through lucid dreaming.
I need to meet this dude.
He's one of those people like he's very interesting. He's very low key.
Yeah.
He just like raises a kid. Doesn't really like he would do things every once in a while, but he stopped showing people because it just got too weird. But that was like the one thing where I was like, well, maybe. And then I looked up on the internet. Because I was like, well, if this guy could do it,
I've seen.
Is there another person that could do this? And I found another dude that lived in the Philippines that was kind of doing the same thing. Was doing the same thing. Paper? Yeah, and I saw someone do that. That wasn't that guy. I was just like, well, that opened my mind a lot. Like, it made me just think, like, maybe like the stuff with like the yogis. Because you hear stuff about yogis and stuff doing stuff like that. Like, that's why kind of always interests me in traveling. Because the more you travel, the more stuff you see. And I think. Like there's all kinds of stuff going on in the fringes that we don't see because we're just so busy in our lives, and like there is some kind of magic. I don't know what it is, but that was the one thing that I was just like, it blew my mind. So I was just like, I felt crazy. Like I try to tell people, and they're like, whatever. And I'm like, did that really happen? Like I saw it, and other people saw it too. And
I'm telling you,
and I know the dude. He's not like a fraud. He doesn't. He's not like trying to do it for like money or nothing. You know what I mean? He's not trying to trick people or anything. So it's just like that was like very eye opening.
Yeah. Damn, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. I was not expecting that at all, man. But thank you, man, Mr. Meerkat, man. Thank you for participating, man, with the random questions, man. I appreciate you, man.
I got a couple questions for you.
Oh shit, yeah, of course, man. Go ahead, crack away.
So,
oh shit, I'm elevated.
Why did you want to start the podcast?
Selfish reasons, man.
Okay.
Like, I got tired of hearing the radio, and so I really wanted to, like, hear what the artists who were in the city, I wanted to hear what they were working on. So I just kept constantly asking artists to send me, like, their latest tracks. And because I was hosting already, I was like, let me put a playlist together and everything, and just kind of ignited this this podcast.
That's awesome. I appreciate you doing the work. And so I can hear new stuff.
Yeah, of course. Like to smoke just like everybody else and talk about music, man. Like,
sweet.
What's up?
Where would you like to see it go? Like, as far as like I'm assuming like you're kind of starting a media company of sorts.
Yeah.
So, as like somebody who's like in that space, like the entrepreneur space, like something I think about, like in that space would be like a Dame Dash TV or something, where it's like he's trying to do everything within his own, or like a Kevin Hart or somebody where they have like their own network.
Yeah. Eventually, that's the that's the ultimate goal. To have like a complete platform where you're kind of reaching all outlets. I want to see this actually rolling, like like touring and everything. Like I've seen a lot of like podcasts now who are touring, but of course, like we're still like kind of battling legalization, with smoking and everything. But I would like to eventually, like, start taking this on tour and being able to, like, visit different states and, like, vibing out with the artists out there and everything, like, So
that sounds fun.
That's something more immediate, I guess, like I'm going for.
That's kind of that's perfect. Leads into my other question with the cannabis. So, like, do you feel like you're a part of the cannabis culture? And also, how do you feel about, like, the corporate kind of influences into the cannabis culture, and where do you see it like going?
Man, that's shit. This is gonna get dicey. So I got two feelings about it. Like, I haven't done a lot of the research yet, but like from very credible sources, they talk about how dispensaries kind of are implementing different type of growth mechanisms. I don't know the terminology. They're putting other stuff into the
like GMO kind of type
GMOs
stuff.
to like help it grow and everything.
Modified. Yeah. Okay.
And so it's like there's this whole like kind of conspiracy about that, like and how it's not really kind of helping the culture, and it's like they're actually in it for money, and it's like another big pharma type of like move at the moment. But on the flip side, it's like we are starting to finally open up, like the world, like because like America is like showing like to like cannabis and everything, and like how it's benefiting people, like because the dispensaries are doing what they're doing, like more people are researching more and more people are like, you know, being comfortable like with you know, this whole lifestyle. So I do see myself as part of the culture. Okay. I don't know exactly my position yet. Like, I don't, you know, I would like to, you know, put in more work and everything, like, you know, with getting this, you know, legalized and everything. But at the moment, yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody to enjoy themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool. And what's your favorite strain?
My favorite strain,
I'm
man.
sure you've said it before, but
my favorite strain is, I haven't had it. I've only had it one time, like, and I've always been blown away. It's called Alaskan Thunderfuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like, I don't know why, but that strain, it was just like, I was like, oh my god, like, yeah. So, Alaskan Thunderfuck, like, I just remember that one specifically. Like, I'll never forget the name.
It's interesting how like one strain could stick with you like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I was always a fan of the OG Kush, and it's just such a been around for a while, and it almost feel like now it's like kind of getting like there's so many new flavors that I haven't tried. Yeah. You know, I used to like to smoke like a lot of sativas because I smoked all the time, and then kind of similar like when I stopped drinking as much, like my tolerance went down. Yeah. So then I like would smoke sativa, I would get anxiety and stuff. And
then I like spike up a light.
And then I'd smoke like a Kush strain. I'm like, oh, it's so relaxing. Cause that's why I smoke. I like mostly smoke at the end of the night just to relax. Yeah. Oh. So I like something super heavy and just chill.
In the middle of the night. Yeah. You know. I gotta watch a movie or something. Like, yeah.
So it's interesting how it changed as time went on. You know.
Yeah. That's crazy. So, what was your favorite strain though?
OG Kush and like Kush, headband. I like too.
Okay. Yeah.
Afghani. Stuff like that, like heavy.
Girl Scout, like, you know, they can't call it Girl Scout no more though. Like,
it's in trademark yet?
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like GSS or GS4 or something like that. Like, you know what I mean. But yeah, like, it's fucked up though. But yeah, Girl Scout cookies was another good strain that I enjoyed a lot. But it was.
Do you like the flavor or the effect, or do you like the synergy?
I like the effect, and like, you know, the flavor was okay, but like I just like the high.
It's nice when you get those two things. Some strains are just so like I think the reason I like the OG Kush is like something that I'm like, that's OG Kush. Like, I just know it. Yeah,
I've had enough
the flavor to know that is exactly what that is.
Exactly, and he wasn't bullshitting me.
Yeah.
You know. I feel you, man. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, man. Was there any more questions? Or?
No, that's it. I just was interested about the podcast.
Thank you, man. Thank you for asking my question, man. Thank you, man. For real. Brought some gifts. Like, you asked me questions. You know what I'm saying, man? Mr. Meerkat in the building, man.
Try to bring some value, man, to the table, right?
Like, thank you, man. Thank you for real.
Plus, I was just generally interested, you know.
Yeah. And so, you know, we have different artists displayed, you know, all throughout the wall.
This girl Summer. She's awesome.
And these are for sale for the artist, everybody. So, like, you know, if you do want to display your art, please get at me. Our email is sunsetp17@yahoo.com. Please get at me for your entries. Also, if you want to, because I know you do pendants and everything as well, I would like to hang like a pendant up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, on whichever, you know,
let's do
for sale and everything, you know, display and everything. So.
That sounds right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we just trying to, you know, network and build, like, you know.
Right, help each other.
Hell yeah.
That's like how I feel about things when I talk to people. It's like, what's your dream? What's your real? What do you really want to do? And how do I help you do that?
Yeah. That's what I'm like, yo, man, that's how the world goes around. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the true currency. But, man, thank you, Mr. Meerkat, man, for coming through, vibing out, man. Rolling with the Rolling Stoner, man. Do you have any last words? And can you please tell the people, of course, where they can find you, once again, where your shop is located, and like, you know, what you got going on throughout the city?
All right, so I'm located at 1026 North 5th Street. You can contact me through Instagram, Mr. Meerkat's Market. Also on Facebook, if you do the Facebook thing. Twitter, Snapchat, I don't know. TikTok. What do you got? You know, like try to do as much stuff as I can on the social media. But Instagram is probably the best place to find me right at this moment. Downtown Roosevelt Row. See events I got coming up. I'll be at the Gem Jam Festival. I'm not vending anything. I'll just be there.
Okay.
So if anybody's there, sees me, say what's up. I'm gonna be hanging out. It's actually the first thing I've done in a while that hasn't been revolved around business. Yeah. I'm going. That's actually I got started in the wire wraps was like going to that festival, so I'm like excited to go back.
That's pretty dope. Yeah.
3 years later and like doing it and just to check everyone. This amazing art. People just go off for that one, you know. And first Friday at Bud's Glass Joint, I'm always there out front on 5th Street. Art night. That's second Thursday of every month. Yep. Third Fridays.
Amy Inc.
Yeah, shout out to Amy.
Yep.
She's awesome. We're doing that event for about a year now, and it's been always everyone's so cool there.
Yeah, man.
You ever notice that? Like everyone's awesome.
So dope, man. It's just like a good energy, good vibes, man. Like you know what I mean. So
at the Full Moon Festival.
Yeah.
That's every other month. The next one's March 7th, so I'll be set up there. As far as like I'll be doing some festivals. Probably do Desert Hearts this year.
Okay.
So probably go to that one.
Desert
Hearts is outside of San Diego. It's at the Indian Reservation,
okay.
But it's a really awesome party. That's a good one. You don't want to miss that.
Okay.
Yeah, that one goes off. You know. Cool. And, appreciate you having me.
Man, of course, man. Anytime, man. Yo, man, Mr. Meerkat in the building once again. You brought through this.
Boochcraft,
man. Yeah, can you? Yeah. Boochcraft, man.
Shout out to the homies.
What?
They're doing it. I saw it from the idea to the point where it's at now, and it's like super high quality. The cool thing, all the flavors made with fresh pressed juice, so there's no like artificial flavors or nothing.
I'm drinking orange, pomegranate, and beet right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's super good. Like I've tried some other actually hard kombuchas, and this one, as far as all the ones I tried, is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend really like spent a lot of time tweaking it and making it.
Like, and you said that's based out here, right?
They're in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah, they're based out of South San Diego, but they ship all over now.
Okay.
You know, so they're out. I think they have it at JoeBot and stuff. Sounds right.
Hey, I'm be hitting y'all up. All right, cool. But this has been chapter 108, Rolling with the Rolling Stoner. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for vibing out with us, elevating with us, listening to the music, man. Let us know what y'all think. Of course, Puff or Pass. We need y'all to subscribe. Rolling with the Rolling Stoner on all platforms. Please. You know what I'm saying? Let people know what's going on. Fransisco Phoenics, man. We're going to end off on this last track, man. We want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all, or this week. You know what I'm saying? And, y'all be easy, yo. Peace.
Stress is my stress, 'cause I love you. What's good can't come easy, so I trudge through. Take it as a blessing that I trust you. Don't bite off any more than you can chew. I see the weight on your shoulders. You take each step with 2 boulders. It hurts me like it's my shoulders. Let me bear it all, roll on for us. 1 time, 2 times for the come down. 3 times, 4 times when the sun's down. I home what is lost and not found. We got good feels for the rundown. Your stress is my stress, 'cause I love you. What's good can't come easy, so I trudge through. Take it as a blessing that I trust you. Don't bite off any more than you can chew. Got a lot to say, but don't know how to say it. But I'll sing it all day. Yeah, I'll sing it all day. Sing it all day, sing my troubles away. Smoke my troubles today, yeah, I'll sing it away. Yeah, I'll sing it away. Smoke my troubles today. They're catching feelings like Larry Fitz and wasting all of these fly outfits. You didn't even notice my kicks, and still I'll find you your fix. Your stress is my stress, 'cause I love you. What's good can't come easy, so I trudge through. Take it as a blessing that I trust you. Don't bite off any more than you can chew. Cause then it's all for what? Then it's all for what? I do it all for now, do it all for now. I don't wanna make more of it than it was. Cause then it's all for what? I'm digging through the sky and living in the now. I learn not to bow. I don't want